And let's just start with the feet apart, tummy in, shoulders down, arms in front. We're trying to be as upright as you can, but if that's hard first thing, which it is sometimes, then just do what you can. So let the shoulders relax, but try and have the arms reasonably straight. And we're just taking the arms round. So this is, of course, this is good for the shoulders, but it's, of course, very good for the trunk, this part, particularly the upper back, chest. So we're taking it round, keeping the arms straight but relaxed, and keeping the tummy in. So you'll probably see that my pelvis is not really moving very much. It's mainly, we're twisting up through the body. Now let's start to bring in a little more conscious shoulder movement by, as you take your arms out to one side, then bend the elbows to bring the Adjuvo in past your chest and round. So you're stirring a big pot. And try to make sure the arms do lengthen all the way out, and then in and round, out and round. And as you can reach forward a little bit, but try not to let the back of your neck crunch up. So try and keep shoulders down and nice and long. So you'll probably feel it a little bit into the upper shoulders. Let's change direction. Now, a good thing to do as we're doing this is start to bring in a little bit of breathing. So as we bring the chest, the Adjuvo in by bending the elbows, let's take a deep breath in and then breathing out. So deep breathing in particular is really good at moving the cerebrospinal fluid around inside the skull and spine, moving it around the brain and spinal cord, which is great for clearing waste products from the brain. So deep breath in. And then relaxing. Just take the hands now a little higher and just do side to side. So again, we'll do the same as we did before. Keep the arms straight and just take the arms side to side. Now start to circle round a little bit. In fact, take the arms, because obviously it's a relatively short session. Take your arms as high as you can. If you can reach the top to hold on, great. If you can't quite reach the top, just hold where you can. So that as you go around, you're getting a little bit more of a hanging sensation. So again, we're inhaling as we reach the arms forward. Inhaling as we bring it in by the chest. Exhaling as we take it out and round. And then change direction. Still trying to keep the tummy gently in, the pelvis relatively steady. So it's relative to the head and the upper chest. Good. And then just bring the arms down, roll the shoulders. Now just hold the Adjuvo with one hand, with the base just out to the side of the foot and a little bit in front. And let's just reach forwards and backwards with the hand at about chest height. So again, I'll turn sideways so you can see, and just have one foot slightly further forward. Doesn't actually matter which one, just for a bit of front to back stability. So we're moving it forwards and backwards, and then just take the hand a little higher. Let the other arm just be nice and relaxed by your side. So just watching what's behind you. Take it as far back as you can by drawing the elbow back and the hand back and reaching forward. So obviously with modern sort of hunched over desk postures, the harder bit is taking the hand and the elbow backwards. And then take the hands to the top and back. So you're keeping the head facing forward, the pelvis is facing forward, but you'll see by the logo on my shirt that my chest is twisting. And again, you're trying to keep nice and long through the back of the neck. Let's just do the same one on the other side then. So start with the hand at about chest height. Realise I'm walking forward a little bit there. So again, start gently, particularly if you are a little stiff. Keep the tummy in, and you may be able to see I'm just rocking slightly forwards and backwards. So again, just so you can see from the side, we're trying to bring it in and out. And then take the hand a little higher. Keep that nice upright posture. In fact, what can be quite good, as you see I'm doing now, is letting the other arm go. Just gently swing the opposite to the Adjuvo arm, and then take the hand to the top. I'm just turning face on that. Good, and then bring both hands onto the Adjuvo, just gently side to side again. Okay, now come back to one arm, so go back to the first hand again, hold it about chest height. Let's start to bring in a bigger circle now, so you're reaching across your body, out to the front, out to the side, round to the back and across. Careful not to bump your head as you bring the arm around. So start smallish and then gradually increase the size. Again, keeping the tummy in, so the pelvis is relatively steady. The trunk is moving and the shoulders moving. And we're moving lots of stuff. We're moving stuff inside the body that we don't even really think about. Diaphragm, even the heart is moving around as well as going up and down. So again, let's think about the breathing. So breathe out, breathe in as you come round out. Take the hand now as high as you comfortably can. Let's change direction as well. Still try to keep nice and long through the back of the neck. What can help with that is to imagine you're looking slightly over the top of a pair of glasses, and that you've still got a gap under your chin, as if you're holding a ripe peach under your chin, but you're keeping length through the back of the neck. Let's swap sides. So start with about shoulder height. So we're going across and out and round. So it doesn't matter which direction, you can change directions, but you're aiming with this, we're moving the elbow, we're moving the shoulder, moving the trunk. And again, particularly as you bring it round here, that's where you want to try and avoid that hunching of the back of the neck. So you're keeping long through the back of the neck. Change direction if you haven't already. And as you see, I've got my feet still hip width apart, one forward, one back. So we've got a nice support both front to back and side to side. And now let's take the hand as high as you can and circling round. Oh, a bit tight on this one. And keeping the breathing going. Now, what I like to do sometimes, if I'm feeling I'm feeling particularly tight as I bring that there, I'll sometimes just sort of pause on that when I'm doing it on my own and kind of draw the elbow back and the shoulder back. And then, so that you can do that. If you find an area for you that's particularly tight, it might be out to the side. Just hang there. I've done a shoulder sort of hanging session before. This is more shoulder moving. Doesn't mean you can't combine the two. If you find that's a little tight, just have a little hang out there like we've done on some of the other ones. But let's keep it moving for the moment. And because even the hanging is, in a way, it's movement. It's just very small stretching movements. And then come back to the front and let's just do our straight arm, side to side. And then bend the elbows in and bring, turn slightly sideways so you can see. So you've got the Adjuvo in front and your elbows are relaxed and down, and you're trying to bring the Adjuvo almost around like a little circle around in front of you to the underarms. And then we're going to move on to a little bit of shoulder massaging now. So if you just collapse the Adjuvo down, 3 little twists, drop down, same on the other end, twist, 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 pack it down, and then we will find, if you can find yourself a little bit of wall, or a door is fine, preferably with the door opening in towards you. And what we're going to do, as we did for the hips, these are just smaller hip muscles really. So you want to find, we're going to do the side, we're going to do a little bit on the front, a bit on the back, and we're also going to do with the arm up, we're going to do the lower shoulder blade area. So let's start by placing the Adjuvo on the side of the shoulder. So you want to avoid bony bits. If you can find, if there is a tender bit on the side of the shoulder, great work on that. But we can just run through a general massage. So again, don't worry if you can't quite see me and do it at the same time. Then you could, when I send the recording out, you could do the massage at your own leisure. But essentially what we're doing is that rests on here, you lean into the wall, you move side to side and you roll up and down. So a little bit of slightly more weight on the outer foot, and then you lean in, you can roll up and down and move side to side. So with the side to side, you are shearing, so you're getting a slight pulling effect of muscles side to side rather than sliding. And then turn slightly so you're facing out from the surface at about 45 degrees. Oh yeah, that's a little more tender in there for me. So a little bit of rolling. In fact, you can combine them by turning. And then you've got the one on the front. So that's a little harder to get, but on the front of the shoulder there, it might be easier for me to show on this side. And again, rolling up and down. There's generally less tissue there, so it feels a little more bony, so go a little softer. So you then do that, of course, on the other side. And then this one's a little more involved, but it's a very good one to do. Probably do it without using the Adjuvo to start with. See if you can reach round. So that's the inside edge of my shoulder blade. Just behind that, you've got an area that's often quite tender. And the easiest way to expose that and make it available for massage is to put one hand behind the back of the head, then to place the Adjuvo on the wall, and then position yourself on the Adjuvo. So it's going into this area here. So the bottom of my shoulder blade pointy bit is here. You've got some bony bits up here. You're going into this bowl in between. It's the equivalent in a way sort of the buttock area or side of the buttock on the hips. And again, you are rolling up and down. You are shearing side to side. And then of course repeating on the other shoulder. So that's a little quarter of an hour session. Let's just, while we're here, let's do a little bit of foot massage as well. So while we've got the Adjuvo in this position, just pop it on the floor. It's a great one. It's a great one to start and finish with during the day. Sorry, let me just move the camera. Cheers, James. So we've done our quarter of an hour. You might have seen on the email, I've subtly changed it to 15 to 20 minutes because it's always I run over a little bit. But hey, this is good to do. So again, make sure I'm showing it properly. You have your feet hip width, 1 foot on, and just gently roll these oft neglected parts of our bodies. So So rolling straight up and down, working on the side, working on the inner aspect. A good one to do as well is heel down, see that properly? Heel down, ball of the foot on the Adjuvo. It's good to have something just to steady your balance, and then you keep the heel down on the foot that's on the Adjuvo and leaning forward to get a calf stretch as well. And of course the calf muscles continue round, or the tissue continues round the heel to become continuous with the plantar fascia. And if the plantar fascia gets tight, that can become problematic. So this is quite good for easing off the plantar fascia. Let's swap feet. So we'll just finish with this last bit of foot massage. Work the outside of the foot, the inside of the foot, through the middle, ball of the foot on the Adjuvo, heel on the floor, and just transfer your weight gently forward to give it a nice calf stretch. You can do straight leg, one by stepping over, or you can bend the knee and lean in. And that gets the slightly deeper in the back of the leg muscles. Good, well done. So we